Hey folks, welcome back. We're going through more of the pre-Iron Banner control matches where I'm basically I do this every week before Iron Banner, a couple of days before Iron Banner, because what I find is that people are practicing their exploits at this time. You can go to any of the more populated match types, and you're going to see kind of the exploits appear here. So I don't know if you noticed earlier. There we go. Everybody's in the green, and we actually started off with about 5 players per team. The team that I was on started off low, and you'll see that the opposing team ends up being populated quicker. So they go up to 6, and I think might even go down to 4 at some point. Just in a few moments, you're going to see me come over to the right towards the B control point, and you'll watch as there we go, as my green teammates start jumping around like crazy. Also, the guy outside here does the exact same thing. He's able to accomplish a blink strike even though he's a Titan, and this is just, there's no such thing as damage referee here. Bungie makes this big point about having a damage referee, but there's not. At the end of this match, you're going to see a hunter, a blade dancer, who literally disappears. Just disappears from the screen. This is another kind of a lag fest. What you don't notice is the opposing team members doing that sort of disappearing during regular movement. Say, if you're watching them from long distance, they don't do that sort of disappearing. They only disappear when they are essentially within your close radar area, and that tells me that this is conscious. That also happens when they're receiving damage. You watch this.
Zone B neutralized.
Now, normally it takes 3 shots, and according to the damage indicator here, I actually did hit him 3 times, but it didn't kill him. You'll see later on in the game, 3 shots does definitely kill. 3 body shots does definitely kill an opposing player, and but here this guy is able to. So again, this guy was running. You'll see him jerking around there just after he shot me. The guy was running, had a running animation when he shot me with a shotgun. So this is again the one of the problems that we have here, and thankfully I had learned my lesson and approached him from the air. You must do this every single time. Whenever that was part of my problem, was that I approached him just normally walking. That gave him a chance to do whatever he was doing and do his little jerk around lag fest thing. So these are the kinds of things that you have to watch out for. Here I'm setting a trap because I know the guy's going to come after me, and of course he does. I don't know where he ends up going, but he did end up getting killed. And there we go. I'm sorry, I don't have the audio here. And again, people are able to. So that he was not close enough to actually do a sword strike, as far as I'm aware. Like it looked to be about 20-25 feet in game, and again,
Zone B
the way this lag is working is that people are able to play super aggressive. They're able to approach you very quickly. They do that because it takes some time for the time to for the server to catch up. So when I say server, I should actually say host. So the host console to catch up to their location. And there we have a trap that actually worked. So it always confounds me that the trip mine kills anyone who doesn't suspect the trip mine to be there, but then doesn't kill people just walking past them, who are where the trip mine is easily viewable. As I was saying, see, like he jumps over it, and I didn't actually watch the damage occur to see exactly how much damage jumping over a trip mine would cause. But I could slow it down again. Unfortunately, I don't have great video editing software right now. I do have all the original videos, and I can step through them frame by frame. Which brings me to the last Blade Dancer that you'll see on this video. You know, where he basically appears where my gun is pointing here from where I'm standing. So I'm standing right here, right now. He disappears and then appears 30 feet to my right. It's impossible to play against somebody like that. Like, even though everybody's appearing green here, appearing in the green, I should say, as far as network gauges go, you can't play against somebody. And he ended up being like one of the top scorers, and somehow magically, coincidentally, only starts disappearing when he's taking damage from somebody else. So
Zone A secure.
that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about managing your network. I don't know if it's a lag switch. I don't know how lag switches
Gained the lead.
exactly work. I've seen on forums that people actually intentionally do use their phone internet.
Heavy ammo.
So that was another hit, you see, but it didn't show damage until after I had died. So even though I had ADS'd him, shot him, I only took about 2 or 3 hits from an auto rifle. Certainly not anywhere near my head.
Neutralized.
See, there you go. There's 3 hits. And those weren't headshots. They were all 54s. So 150 in the Crucible. So 54, 54, and 54, yeah. So 160 in the Crucible is killing, plus whatever residual damage Thorn does.
Zone C lost.
But then you'll see in Iron Banner that's not the case. That isn't what happens.
Lost the lead. 5 minutes remaining.
And I'm not talking about level advantages, right? My Hunter throughout Iron Banner was 310 or above, as far as I can remember, and this frequently occurred with you know, a 304 going against a 304, or even somebody in the 280s, 290s.
Zone A.
So there you'll see this guy again appeared directly in front of me on my radar, but was killed literally what, a fraction of a second later, far to my left, 30 feet to my left. You know, if a teammate hadn't been there, I would not have been able to handle that. And that's a one-on-one situation. That's the difference. Here I'm killed with I think I was pretty low on my. I think I had a chance to recover, but you know, it's frequently the case where you get hit by a machine gun, like an auto rifle, maybe 1 or 2 times in the body, and you end up getting killed by that from full health, or you get to, like, you know, 0. Get to, you know, a tiny fraction of your health from like 2 auto rifle hits.
Zone C lost.
So now, just so you know, I hit my controller. I hit my controller twice. I hit for two, and I have
secure.
You know, armor for my arms with gauntlets that speed up my attack. So there's no way in the world this guy hit me twice in the same period that I was only able to hit him once. So that's again kind of the lag thing. Like, I think that guy may have hit me 3 or 4 times, but not enough to kill me in that space of time. Like, he just simply wasn't in a position to kill me. So these are the kinds of things that end up basically ruining a match, and this is essentially why these guys won. So I actually ended up so you'll see there that I shot him with a shotgun, mostly missed. He did take damage from it. Hit him with a throwing knife, and then hit him again. All in the space of, had to have been about 3/4 of a second. But in the previous instance, I wasn't able to hit him twice. You know, melee him twice. So that's the problem with lag, is that it actually reduces your ability to actually hit, to actually take controller input. So why am I able to use a controller? You know, why does the game accept 3 controller inputs at one time? Here you'll see somebody appear just immediately kind of within my circle. Yeah. So here we go. I think this might be it. Yeah. So that was he jumped there. Now watch him disappear. There we go. And he turns to the right, and there again, disappears again. So I mean, this is you can't. How are you going to win against something like that? How are you going to win? So don't think that if you're a new person to Iron Banner, if you're a new person to Crucible, please don't think that it's just your problem, that you're bad at this. It's that people are making use of their bad network connections to cheat, and Bungie's doing simply nothing about it. It's been months since any report that I've made has even been acknowledged by Bungie. So good luck, and I'll be putting out more proof soon.